proud to be an American?
And you only get to be born in one country, I guess.
When you see this flag, what do you think of?
White people. It's because America is, I just see like, it's filled with like love and stuff. But when I see that flag, I don't see love.
What does the flag make you feel?
Oh, well, makes you feel patriot, American.
Yeah.
I feel like it's mixed emotions.
Flag doesn't make you feel too good now?
Yeah, like it's just like I don't feel like united as a country anymore.
Yeah. Are you proud to be an American?
Yeah, 100%.
Why is that?
Like I said, a lot of people suffer for it. A lot of people make sacrifices, so you have to respect it.
Are you guys proud to be American?
I am. Not quite.
Not quite. Why do you say not quite?
I'm not really happy with everything that's going on in the country right now. But, I mean, I'm here, so I can't really do much about it.
What could change to make you proud to be American?
Just racism, social inequality. I think that has a lot to do with why people aren't happy in this country.
Are you proud to be American?
Yeah, I am. I'm an American citizen, yes.
Why is that?
Diversity, that we can all be here, different colors, different religions, different beliefs, and still kind of make it together,
I mean, you got a lot of freedom other than a lot of oppression here and there, but, that's just how it is growing up as a minority.
You were born here. If you're not Native American, Native Indian, there's a big chance your parents or grandparents came from somewhere else and took a part in building this beautiful country, yeah.
Where are you from originally?
Originally from Serbia, Belgrade.
Definitely agree. Definitely racism, systemic racism especially, just built into the systems that we have in America today could definitely be changed, and I think that it will benefit for the greater good.
It hurts me to see that when some people burn this flag or they hate it, when so many people have died behind that flag.
So I feel like if we could all work to change that for the better and just make everything a little bit more equal and have people feel safer to be in this country, I feel like that would be beneficial to everybody.
Do you feel like there is a better place in the world to live than America in terms of racism or anything like that?
That I don't know for sure. I'm sure that there is, but I can't give a specific place.
Yeah, we're South American. We were born Ecuadorians.
Proud to be American, live here.
We are very proud.
Absolutely.
Happy.
Do you see younger people today take America for granted?
Well, you should not. You should do your part. Okay, I don't care how young you are. Don't take it. It's always something you can do for the country. Like President Kennedy said, it's not what the country can do for you. It's what you can do for the country.
That's good. Of course you had to use
We need
that
one
for
where
me.
it's Erica doing that.
Right?
They're just looking
Or
around
Erica,
like,
running after.
where the F is Will?
Yeah,
She's
exactly.
like, damn it, he went that way? Okay, I gotta go get him.
That's easy to
Turned
do.
my back and he wandered off again.
Dang it.
What's
Why did
what's
nobody
Will
put his
wearing?
leash back on?
What's Will's shirt say? Gun-toting Trump supporter makes America safe again.
Love it. Love it.
There you go.
Well, Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
2023.
Happy New Year.
And welcome to our first Wednesday show
Yeah.
of the new year.
Welcome to the Wednesday thing.
It's awesome. Who we got on? Christine, Heavy Metal Beer Club, Arthur Andrea,
Mike.
Super Horror Show. Hey, Mike, what's going on?
Mike.
Yeah, this is cool. This is
Absolutely.
fun.
There you go.
Yes, we are.
Heavy
proud to
metal
be
is
Americans.
proud to be American.
Mom's on there, dad's on there.
We're proud to be Americans. Of course we are.
Absolutely.
Okay, why is
It's-
it when you say that I hear that in my head?
The song?
Because you have headphones on.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'll have to.
Christine wants that shirt.
Remember where I got it.
Don't worry, Christine. We're gonna have CTC swag soon, so we'll come
We
up with
will?
something like that. Yes, I'm working.
We're
on
working on it. We're
Oh,
working on
geez.
it.
We are working on it.
I'm still hooking for the money.
Just-
you know, it's fine.
What? Just Will looking around?
Oh my God, would that not be the best shirt? To be like,
I'm looking at Erica. I'm figuring she'll see it in about 10 seconds.
she's ordering the first 10. She's going to pass them out.
That'd be kind of funny with him next to Biden eating an ice cream cone. That'd be kind of funny.
And Michael, or with him with the wrong hand out because he always.
If you're going to put me next to Biden, then I definitely need one of two things. Either me knocking him out.
No.
Or.
We can't put that on a shirt. We could be in trouble for that.
Yeah.
Or.
You holding a gun next to Biden?
Think actually you're right. I want to modify what I was going to say. I was going to say you could sit there and say, "Let's go, Brandon," and he'd be like, "Yeah, let's go, Brandon." But it'd be better if you just went back and he said, "Let's go, Brandon."
Right?
No, that would be good. That would be funny.
That would be funny.
In the little cartoon bubbles.
There actually was a point where he was on a show or something. I don't remember what it was, but they were doing call-ins, and a guy called in and asked him a question. And after Biden answered, before dude hung up, he said, "Let's go, Brandon." And Biden, yeah. Let's go, Brandon.
Yep.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, that was last Christmas, and if you look, Dr. Jill, she sits there and she's like,
just shaking her head. Oh my God.
Yeah, she knows.
Wow.
Good times.
And Will has just been dying to use that button tonight.
Oh, he's got
been using it for the last 10 minutes.
He's got a bunch of buttons he can use tonight.
Uh-oh.
That's going to be the popular one. I'll lay bets on it.
We got a busy show tonight. Let's get
All right,
going.
We're getting to it, right? Jump right into
Jumping
it.
right
Wednesday.
in.
Because I don't know I don't know how many you provided. I provided a handful.
Will actually sent over a few.
Okay, it's gonna get fun. All right, you know the rules. Everybody's got to read their own meme.
Oh shit! I got my right glasses on. I'm good.
All right. Ain't seen nobody say 2023 going to be my year. Y'all scared hell this time, huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And can't believe we don't have world peace after changing the names on pancake boxes and syrup bottles.
Right.
And this is where the theme for this week's show came from, because I sent this to Keith and he goes, "Oh, that should be our meme or our theme." So
seriously, and then we changed.
We went through all the,
we changed the butter. We're not Land O'Lakes anymore. We don't have an Indian anymore.
Right.
That was highly
all that
offensive.
stuff, and this was supposed to make it all better, but
haven't seen it yet.
Yeah.
It's just wait.
Where's the utopia I was promised?
It's still there.
Well, see, in their world, that it's more of a utopia.
It's still out there.
Oh, did I send that?
Oh, we were just distractions. That's why.
So this was probably not meant to be a meme, and I think I sent this by mistake, because I guess this was a thing that I saw that showed what the ins and outs were for 2023. So I thought it was interesting because like TikTok, that makes sense.
I want to read this.
Right. Taylor Swift is out.
So ins, are we starting with the ins or outs?
You can start with whatever you want.
Ins, cowboy boots.
Right.
Matt Walsh, don't know who that is.
Yeah, who's that?
Red light therapy.
Red light therapy. That's popular.
That's a hooker thing. You turn your red light on.
I know. That's what I was thinking. I'm like,
you turn on your red light, baby. You're ready for business. Is that a thing? Is that a therapy now? Will insurance pay for that?
No.
Oh.
You got to get down about halfway where it says real masculinity.
Punctuality.
There you go.
Right.
90s model, natural beauty, which I'm not against. Like, let's stop covering you in makeup because that's not cute.
Wait, when was Fammy Tay or what was it? Tammy Faye.
Tammy Faye.
What's Tammy Faye?
Let's say 90s.
That was the 90s, wasn't it?
Okay. Old books. Elon Musk. Why are old books back in? Elon Musk. Fine jewelry. Don't know when it ever went away.
This list is already
real
wrong
masculinity is
Elon
in.
Musk is out now.
Can we define masculinity? Because that would be great. Isn't that
That's
a
an
male
upcoming show?
Isn't that a male thing? But we don't know what a man is. Okay.
It's an upcoming show.
Sorry.
Well,
probiotic
it's that whole
soda.
toxic masculinity.
Probiotic soda?
Oh,
Isn't that
that's-
called what's that stuff that you drink?
Oh, that's so
Kombucha.
Kombucha.
Yeah.
Is it-
Good stuff.
That's what that is.
Yep.
Yeah,
That
That's
is
good
what
stuff.
that is. Yeah.
Young motherhood. So we going for what? 10 now?
Don't give them an idea.
Yeah, no
vintage
shit.
vintage Hollywood. Florida is in.
Yeah.
Everybody's moving to Florida.
Bye. Morgan Wallen, homemaking. These kids don't know how to sew. How are they going to be a homemaker?
They need to
C.S.
learn
Lewis,
to feed themselves.
Mountain Towns.
That I can
Mountain towns
see.
are in.
That I can
That's
see.
bad for you.
No, that's
That means
good.
prices are going up.
No, we're gonna be out there first.
It's bad. Red nails, expensive brunettes.
Nope.
I don't get that. Ralph Lauren flag sweaters.
Oh.
Alrighty.
Didn't C.S. Lewis
None of
write
those.
the Narnia books?
What? Didn't I what?
Didn't C.S. Lewis write the Narnia books?
I don't know.
I think so.
I do believe that is an author. I can't remember what.
He is
they
an
were.
author.
Wendy's usually
an
pretty
author.
good at remembering author names.
Yeah.
So,
He is good.
if I'm right and C.S. Lewis wrote the Narnia books, it's really fucking hilarious that he's in because the Narnia books are based on religion.
Yeah, they're based on Jesus.
By the way, your
Aslan
ding is still there.
Based
Ding. Okay, so out birth control pills. Well, obviously we have young motherhood. Can't get knocked up at 10 if you're on birth control.
Yep. Valencia.
What the fuck is that?
Remember that was the they had that we
Teddy
showed
bear.
that on the show a handful of weeks ago where they've got that
the teddy bear dressed in fucking
Oh,
Yeah.
porn.
Before
Okay, I got you.
for Christmas.
BDSM.
Dating apps are out. What, we're actually going to meet people and talk to them? You're
Oh, that'd be
insane.
amazing.
TikTok is out. Lip injections are out. Well, yeah, because we're going 90s model beauty.
Right.
Taylor Swift is out. Honey, she ain't going nowheres. That
She's
girl been
gonna-
around
She's
forever.
gonna have another bad breakup, create an album. and
She's
she'll be back
fine.
in.
She'll have a
be
whole
back
new,
in, right?
yeah, she'll have a whole new
That'll be
thing to
next
go
year,
with it.
though.
She'll be fine. Pennsylvania.
Them people will be screwed up.
Why is Pennsylvania screwed up? They've been incesting for years. They ain't screwed. They screwed up as they've been.
They put a guy in there that can't make a complete sentence.
We put him in office for he's president.
Well, yeah, but he also came from Pennsylvania too.
Oh, shit, he did. Oh, that explains everything. Okay, hookup culture. Well, we're red lighting it. We can't get rid of hookup
I know,
culture.
right? It's
Heavy
now
makeup.
called therapy.
It's red light therapy. I'm so sorry.
You don't need heavy makeup when you have filters.
Yeah, you don't need
Right.
heavy makeup when you
True.
when you have red light therapy. You're fine. Roe versus Wade, seed oils. Wow, we're protesting seed oils. Okay. Mitch McConnell, don't know who he is. QR codes, honey, they ain't going nowheres. Bleach blonde hair, that's fine. You've been killing your hair forever. Freezing your eggs. Like
All right,
chicken
so
eggs?
I got a question.
I don't.
got-
Your eggs.
Not like the chicken eggs, but
Oh,
your
like
own
your
eggs.
eggs?
Okay,
Yes.
that was my question.
Okay.
I'm just
No,
the male
'cause-
perspective.
Well, because a lot of people do that.
Mhm.
Well, if you're like dying of cancer or something, sure, I get that. But like just because you're want to do it,
Well, there was a period of time where women were waiting longer to have kids while you can't do that.
Yeah, you see how
Also,
stupid
yeah, if
they
you're
are?
having
Right.
young motherhood and the red light.
yeah, we got
Well,
young mothers, so you gotta get rid of
exactly,
freezing
that's
your
red light
eggs.
therapy.
That's why the
And we're getting
freezing
rid of
your
birth
eggs is
control.
out.
Okay. Crazy nail art. Nancy Pelosi, get that hooker by
Right?
vaping, which we never should have done to begin with.
Right.
Tiny sunglasses and pronouns in your bio. Oh my God, please, Lord baby Jesus, get rid of that.
I know. That just on LinkedIn, no less. I'm like, really?
So
Do
if
you
you,
know how many times in emails and I'm like, so badly.
so if you didn't mean that as a meme, why did you say that?
I was actually
Just
gonna.
for a laugh.
I was going to like bring it up in a future episode.
Oh, okay.
Well, it was good
Well, it's
conversation.
here now.
Yeah.
That's
That's
sexual.
that's red light therapy. I know. I'm waiting for insurance to put that in there.
Right?
Yeah, knows how to treat
Tina,
real
Tina
ladies,
must be a
right?
newcomer. Tina, you new to
Hi,
the
Miss
show?
Tina. Oh, she's
Welcome
on
to the show.
LinkedIn.
Cool.
As you were just talking about
Awesome.
LinkedIn.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you for joining. We
Yes.
are as crazy as we sound.
Yeah,
We do
this
want
is the
the
morning show in
definition
the
of a
evening.
real man. That would be great.
Yes.
What was the? So I have a question. Quick
Yeah.
question. What
No.
was it? So back in.
He paused. That was funny.
Well, I'm trying to remember the time frame. So there was back at the beginning of season 2 or before season 2 started, and I think was it the
Before
time.
we found
so
our
Christine,
voice?
maybe you can remember because you were sober then. So we came up with a bunch of because we started this at OEB and we were coming up with new catchphrases for the
Oh
season.
my
Oh,
And we
goodness.
yeah.
completely
Whoa.
forgot
It
about
was,
it.
hold on.
Hookers and beer.
News, brews, and hookers.
Oh, news, brews, and hookers.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm like, we came up with it because we were drinking and we never freaking used it.
No, we never did.
So
We
good.
never did.
Man, that was good. News,
Yeah.
brews, and hookers.
I don't know
No,
why.
hooker.
Yeah, it was news, brews, and hookers.
Yeah.
Was it? Okay.
Yep.
Well, then it changed.
Yeah.
Oh, that
it
changed.
kind of morphed
It
a
changed
little
like
bit.
10
Yeah.
times.
It morphed into us not using it.
You're right.
Right.
Yeah, that's how much it
Yeah,
changed.
completely sobered up, never thought of it again.
That was
Till
before
just
me.
now.
Yeah, that was before Will.
No, you were the audience then.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I don't
All right,
know.
moving
Were
on.
you?
Yeah,
Moving
you
on.
On track.
Were they there yet? Okay.
Right? And just for the record, today is January 4th.
Yeah, right.
That's the whole reason I put it in there. I was like,
who's
oh,
eating
wait, we're
kisses?
right on track.
You're right.
I've degraded to eating chocolate. No, that's
Right.
just today.
And we are going to do this for the next 2 weeks. I've been wearing I've been wearing my cheap Casio watch for the last 3 days because of the fact that it tells me what year.
I've been doing that on my emails. I'm like 3. Sorry.
See, and I got to do it in reverse because being in accounting,
You're going
I'm
back.
still working in December, and it's like, oh, darn it.
That sucks.
Well, then it
I
messes
know.
up everything else. Because you're like 22. No, wait.
Yeah, I know.
Terrible.
Humans, dear God, please let 2023 be a good one. God, you guys are still alive.
He's like, wait, what? You're not
All right,
you're not
so
all
now,
up here?
so now read this carefully. You can only pick 2.
I wouldn't pick any of that. I read it.
You wouldn't pick any of those?
No.
I already have my
Number
2.
1,
No.
you can communicate with oysters. Number 2, free gravel for life. Okay, everybody who's watching, I want you to put your choices in the comments, please.
Yes.
Number 2, free gravel for life, like for your yard.
Doesn't say.
Okay.
That's just weird.
Number yes,
Right, that's what I
well,
thought, too.
communicating with oysters isn't really any better.
Well, that too.
3 can teleport up to 7 inches away.
All right, so hold on. So that might be kind of cool because
He's geeking out. He's nerdy.
no,
Am I
because
here? Am I
7
here?
inches
Am I
isn't
here?
very far. You would fuck with somebody's eyesight at that point. They're like,
You're sitting there
"Is
talking
there-
to you, and you're like,
where'd it go?"
you'd
Well,
be
yeah,
doing
but if you're going to teleport to the other side of Wendy and all of a sudden I'm like bumping into her.
yeah, we're like sitting here talking to you, and then you're over there, and we're like, what the fuck? Okay.
Thanks for the confirmation.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay, there you go.
There you go. Okay.
Okay. Grow a second nose.
That's a hard stop, no?
That's a
No,
You know
thank
what?
you.
I would do it just to freak people out.
I would have a second nose and
Have it like
teleport
off your
7
ear or
inches.
something like that.
Have it that, and then teleport 7 inches away, and they're like, "Did your nose just grow?" Can control any toaster with your mind. Oh,
So Christine's saying 2 and 7.
we're not to 7 yet. Hold on.
Okay.
Number
5
6,
and 3.
look 10 hours younger. Okay. Can instantly see inside any empty container. Isn't that why containers are clear?
And it's empty.
Speak the extinct language Katathan and can run as fast as Albert Einstein. I know which ones I want.
What do you want?
3 and 6.
3 and 6.
You wanna know why?
Why?
Because I can keep adding up 10 hours and 10 hours and 10 hours and 10 hours, and then I'm 23.
Keith, what are you doing?
I want 3 and 5 because you can really fuck with people at this point. You can teleport 7 inches,
And
control any toaster with your mind.
Wendy, what are you doing?
I think I want to grow a second nose and speak that extinct language because you know what? You go in a store and you want people just to get away from you.
That's true.
That'll
You
do
can do
it.
that with a second
point.
nose.
Good
Well,
point.
you
I
can
like
do
that.
that with just a second nose, and people will
Oh my
go.
God.
You don't even need to talk.
You
at
get
that
in a
point.
crowded space, man. You can clear that sucker out.
The best part is when you get that second nose, that's where you wear your mask.
Oh.
Uh,
You know, I never thought about the second nose with COVID. That's a whole different twist.
I
really
have one mask on.
William?
2 and 3.
2 and 3.
I am pretty sure I could make really good use of a 7-inch teleport and free gravel for life. I would just keep it coming and start selling it off.
There you go.
Oh, there you go.
See, that's
That's
smart.
what I thought of.
See, Will's better than me.
Smart
What
thinking.
are you thinking, Erica?
And let's be real, I'm pretty sure a bank vault door is not more than 7 inches.
Yeah, it's not more than 7 inches thick. Ha
3 and 9.
3 and 9.
You do know Al
I think
Einstein's
you
dead, right?
They don't say what age he is.
Oh,
Good point.
Yeah,
That's
boy,
true.
They don't.
'Cause
But
that's what-
you could probably run as fast as him now.
Are you sure that he could outrun you?
When he was like 7, yeah.
Put up
When he
what
was
Dan
7.
says. The only one I can run as fast as him. Oh my God.
So heavy metal said 5 and 3. Christine said 2
Eight
and
would
7.
freak everybody out.
8
Yeah,
would
pretty
freak
much.
everybody out. That's funny.
So for the record, I'm picking 2 and 5.
Okay.
2 and
Come
5.
on.
Okay.
An automatic toaster.
Oh yeah, I know.
How can
right?
life not get any better?
How is bread going to get in it?
doesn't matter.
You just can control the toaster. Any toaster.
Yeah.
You can
to
take
make it go up and down.
you
So-
can take the toaster to the bread.
If there's no,
So when Will's making
if
toast at
there's
home,
no bread in it,
when Will's making toast at home, you can use your mind to make
Just
the
spit
bread
the
keep
bread out.
popping
Yeah.
up, and he keeps
So
getting
if-
pissed because you can't put it
So
back.
if Hamilton Beach is
Wow.
listening, if you want to make an app for your toasters, I'm in.
There you go. Right?
you gonna control Corky's toaster.
Yes.
Yeah, just
They
to
have
screw
to.
with them. Yep,
Just to
he
screw
would
with
do
them.
that.
Oh my
That's fun.
god!
What was that story I heard once about somebody? They went and they stole. They broke into a friend's house and they stole just the remote.
What is
That's
this?
evil.
And then
Two
they
grumpy old men.
and then no, it's probably like
Right.
goofball, younger guy type friends.
Yeah.
And so every now and then they would just drive by and just hit the remote for the TV.
Funny.
That's grumpy
funny.
old men.
Yeah.
Where he's doing it through the thing.
Is he? Okay.
That
Denny's
would mess
cooks.
up Denny's, yeah, for sure.
You're sitting at Denny's. You're like, "Where's my toast? What is
Yeah.
happening? Do I get my meal
Oh,
comped?"
man. This is going to become the Hump Day show. I'm glad we
Moving
moved to
on.
Wednesday. Everybody's going to want to
This is gonna
join
be
our show to
great.
laugh.
Oh my goodness!
Need a break from the week.
We all need this.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, next.
All right. So if you didn't know, I can explain this, but Epstein sex trafficking was aided by JP Morgan, and the U.S. Virgin Islands are getting, were part of a lawsuit.
Right.
And then Biden arrives in the U.S. Virgin Islands, obviously over the holiday week,
Yep.
To relax. And then lo and behold, come Tuesday, the Virgin Islands Attorney General, I mean, this is all true.
Yep.
Loses her job after suing JP Morgan Chase in connection with the Jeffrey Epstein probe.
And of course, they use Alex Jones.
Well, I mean, the Alex Jones thing was there,
Yeah.
but the actual part is the 3 news articles are 100% true.
Okay, I have a question. Go back to that. I have a question on dates. So on December 30th is when she made the lawsuit, but Biden arrived there on the 27th.
Well, that's a good point.
Thank you.
I mean, that is a good point.
I mean, it could just be him being there early because he knew about it before it was getting
May have known, yeah.
Yeah, could be.
So just
Interesting.
saying.
before it got noted or whatever.
What's wrong? Is it your heart? That's impossible. It must be climate change. I like that one. I saw that. I thought that was funny. What? It was funny. Screw this. I'm pooping in the house. I thought that was kinda funny. With all the snow happening everywhere. I thought
That was
funny.
potentially our house with all the rain.
Right.
Yeah.
My pity just looked at us and said, "Nope, I'm
No,
not
I
going
ain't
out there."
going out in that shit.
And then I'm standing out in the rain with the pity so we can go potty.
I love this one because when you think about it, it's so true. I'm sorry. It looks like your baggage is too heavy for the plane. You'll have to remove some items and put them into your carry-on, which is going on the same plane.
I know. It makes no sense.
Yep.
I thought that was kind of funny. And speaking of, because we had the gym thing going there, me walking in the gym for the first time in 3 years while I had the Tiger Blast through my headphones. All right, these are
Oh
sent
my
by Will.
God. Me, sure, I'll have some tequila. What's the worst that can happen? 5 shots later.
That's pretty.
That's hilarious.
That's pretty clever, actually.
Is that
Tell
your
me you
next
wouldn't.
Halloween?
Tell me you wouldn't do that and chase the dogs.
One fart away from death.
Right.
You better clench them cheeks. Clench
Yep.
them. How did you? Oh my God.
Right?
That better be green screen.
My question is why?
There's no harnesses, no nothing on him.
Why?
Or her, whatever.
Because some people are just stupid.
Stupid, yeah.
I'd go out there.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even get up there to go out there.
We should do a whole
You
episode
better
on
pay up on the life
stupidity.
insurance.
I'd go out
Just
there.
one?
You don't want to wear it out, you know. It's-
It
you
should
probably
be clever.
do a whole season on it
I
if you
know.
wanted to.
Well, we have 4 years of it.
That's true. That's true.
Well, have you ever seen the show Ridiculousness?
Yes.
Yeah.
Talk about stupidity.
Oh
Can
my
I
There's
just
a
say
lot
that
of
I
it.
may or may not have
bet
been the
you're British
instigator
or
in some of
good-looking.
those. Due to what?
I bet you're as bright as you're good looking.
Goes with stupidity.
What's wrong? You didn't understand that?
Something in good looking. I didn't.
I bet you're as bright
I bet you're as bright as you're good looking.
as you're good looking.
I'm not 12. I'm
By the way,
type.
he said that to a little girl too.
Of course he
What?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's
Talk about inappropriate.
But he's not a
ever.
pedophile or anything. Don't worry.
No,
about
he's
that.
The worst president ever.
Yeah, the
Jackass.
Jackass shows too. Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Yeah, I saw
That's
that.
true.
They said that he has spent
Well, what's he going to do?
yeah,
You can't
something like, it
actually
was something
take
like
him
that.
out.
Yeah, it was like 46% of his time he spent on
You
vacation.
can't take him out to go show him to people.
Well, that's true.
Well, it's interesting. Didn't they bitch about, Trump?
Well, of course they did.
Playing
Taking
golf
what?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He golfed in the morning and got his shit done in the afternoon. What does it matter?
He got shit done live.
Well, he could actually talk and swing the club at the same
Right,
time,
that's what I'm
so-
saying. Yeah, he got shit
Probably
done
made
live.
8 deals while he was golfing.
Yep.
Versus the Biden staff sits there and he's having an ice cream and saying the economy's strong as hell, and they're all cringing, going, "Oh God, what else is he going to say?"
His
Please
vacation.
take
is
the mic
having
away.
meetings.
Oh my God! All right, what's next?
All right, news of the week. You got news,
News of the week? Oh, of course.
Where's
I
our
got news.
music?
Look at that.
I wait for the music now.
He is Johnny on the spot.
I wait for the music. I wait for the screen to pop up.
And we got to fix this week too.
We got
Thanks
it
to Lindsay.
fixed. All right.
Oh, look at
Thanks to
that.
He gave me a minute, like it was paused. I was like, oh, did he touch something?
Right?
I know, right? I
Look
did
at
an
that.
update.
It's working.
All right, welcome to 2023, and also welcome to Wednesdays.
We're coming for you.
We're coming for you. Oh, do it again. Andrea, listen.
I think she heard it.
You can't stop us. We're coming. We're coming for you.
I love it. Oh my gosh, I love it so
By
much.
the way, Andrea, Arthur, you guys are the best.
Oh my
You
God.
really are.
Oh my God, I
You
love
make
it
us
so
laugh
much.
so hard.
I am hooked on Heavy Metal Beard Club right now, and so it pops up on all my feeds in YouTube whenever you guys do a new video. And then I haven't seen the cooking show ones too often, but they do pop up on the reels, I think. So, all right, I'm gonna start off with from the silly file.
All right,
Here we go.
All right, so Trump's tax returns got revealed. Story from the Babylon Bee. So the 8 takeaways from the tax returns.
The most shocking.
So 1, Trump charges over $500,000 worth of business lunches at McDonald's. On his
Okay.
2017 return, hey, they're not all great. On his 2017 returns, he listed the occupation as America's favorite president. How could you go wrong? On number 3, he claimed 328 million people as dependents in 2019.
Technically true.
Melania's Trumps were filed individually and were released for some reason. Not sure why. Number 5, Trump's charitable contributions include copies of Home Alone 2, Lost in New York for starving children in Africa.
That's awesome. Well, and he donated his 400,000
Salary
every year,
yeah.
right? So
Yes.
that should be write-offs.
So this is Babylon Bee.
Yeah. This is tongue in cheek.
Funny stuff, yeah.
The famous hole-in-one on the 7th hole at Trump International Golf Club was written off as a business expense.
Yeah.
Trump signed all tax forms with gold Sharpie instead of blue or black pen.
Nice.
And he applied for the same basic deductions available to every American citizen.
Oh, wow.
That's awesome.
That's the biggest
Can I
takeaway
do
from that.
mine in gold?
Yeah.
Will
But
give
those
me a
gold
discount?
Sharpies are expensive.
Right.
I have a bunch of them. I have gold and
Wendy
silver
will
for the
tell
wedding.
you those gold Sharpies are expensive.
They're not that expensive.
Well, I know.
What, you think they write with gold or something?
It's not real gold. I mean, we are going back to where
It's not
fine
real,
jewelry
it's not real gold.
is.
You're right.
I'm never buying one again.
Where'd you get this picture?
That's him.
Oh, is that him?
Really? This is Keith?
Where do you find?
You said cowboy boots are back in again this year. I don't know. You know, haven't worn a hat in a long
Where do you
time.
find the tall trees in the background?
Right. I got that picture from Adobe.
Oh.
I thought it was very fitting for.
I like it.
Okay.
Was it all one picture? Or you put it together?
No, it's all one picture. That's all one picture.
Pretty good.
So the question was, where are all of our proud Americans?
Right.
So, we see.
Not in any of those.
Well, but see, I beg to differ because I
Maybe
saw
music,
this.
maybe
I saw
music.
this in what sparked some of the conversation that I had with Keith about this as to what to do. Was I'm seeing like Top Gun Maverick, so largest movie of the year. Largest movie of the year.
Where's your go?
Greatest of all time. You're right. So,
Ooh, that was a burn.
That was quick.
every time you do that now, that's all she's going to keep thinking about. Greatest of all time.
It is not.
So, but between that,
Andrea saw your sign.
and your, what you see in the
Thanks, Andrea.
some of the music videos, especially like country music and stuff like that.
I'll tell you, country is some of the most patriotic people
Oh,
you'll ever
absolutely.
come across.
Yep.
No doubt.
But
That's never changed, though.
But then you see like John Rich, who had to produce a song, I guess, just now.
Well, look at Kid Rock.
But he had to produce a song on his own. He had to create a label and produce it himself that basically said this is all BS because Nashville is so woke that they couldn't do it.
Yep.
And so,
but John Rich has the money to do that.
But he has the money to do
Luckily, he does. Yeah. But I would imagine he's going to start backing others that want to go down that road too.
It's very possible because it's there's some good books out there that I want to read. One, what did you do? Oh,
The dog farted on us.
The dog.
We need
Well, I'm kind of glad they're over that way then.
We need a fan in here.
Bias the book
Smells
said
really bad.
proud Americans are always on CTC. That is true.
Absolutely.
But so, I mean, the question comes back to what we were just watching at the beginning of the show. So what?
Oh, it still smells bad.
Shouldn't let dogs in the studio.
What?
And they stand outside and whine, and it's sad puppies.
But would you rather have the smell or the wine? Huh?
Neither.
She doesn't want to commit.
I'd rather have neither.
But the question becomes, what are some of these people thinking about? Because, Keith had sent me that video earlier in the week, and it's kind of hard to change my thinking because it's not Friday.
Right.
But, and you got those people that sit there, especially some of those that look like they're college kids and probably just spewing the exact same thing that they had to remember for a test in college. And systemic racism, blah blah blah. And it's like, all right, so what are you going to do to fix it?
Right.
I can't do anything.
Well, then why are you complaining about it? And also show me where it's better.
Well, and that's why everybody
if there's a
who
country
wasn't
that's out
born
there that's better,
here,
go to it.
well, and then everybody he asked who wasn't born here said America's great because of freedom and blah 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 and everything else, and all
Yeah,
the little
it's-
babies born here are like, oh, it's so bad.
It's sad that the people that immigrated here
And-
think more highly about the country than the people who were born here.
You know what? I have an
That's pretty
idea
sad.
for all the ones that are for the illegals just coming over with
they can go take their spot.
Exactly. That's
We'll
what I
just
was
swap 'em.
thinking. Yeah.
No, they go trade them out.
Good.
Yeah.
No, that
Just swap
works.
them out.
Yeah. I like that.
I've been saying for years, all the people here that think we should be socialists and all that crap should go live in a socialist country. For a year or two.
Absolutely.
They can just go somewhere else.
100%.
Yep. I would agree with that.
Well, it's funny on the video when he asked that girl with the mask, can you think of another place better?
She couldn't
Oh,
come up with
She couldn't
anything.
come up with anything.
That's because she doesn't even know any other country.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
And that's probably part of the problem is that they don't have
She probably
that-
has no idea what countries we even touch.
I do agree.
US.
Bias the books. I do agree with that statement, though,
What was the
to a
statement?
degree. That's the professors talking, not the students. I do agree
True,
with that.
yeah.
That's
Absolutely.
what
And
we're
this
teaching
is
the
where
kids.
our
They're just
education
parodying
system
it.
has failed us,
Right.
especially, and it stems everywhere. But obviously, the higher education has failed us the most.
And that's true, Arthur. What your point too? You might want to bring that up, Will. Arthur's point. It is talking points that the younger generations are using. It's
Yes, it
media
is.
talking points, and it's because they don't have the knowledge for themselves, like we always talk
Right.
about.
Well,
don't,
True.
what's the first thing they say? Oh, we're a racist country. Is the first thing they say, right?
That's the first thing on the news.
And oppression. That's what the one kid said. Oppression.
Well,
It's
and
like-
Bongino brings it up, ironically, that the people that sit there and are teaching these kids, so these were college professors that used to be the hippies of the 60s. And they were, and even the 70s, and they were all against the man and, against the machine and all that kind of stuff. And now they're like advocating for it. And we want big government and we
Now
want
you're
government
making-
to
yeah.
take care of us and, all that kind of
But
stuff. And
you
it's like,
didn't
what
want it
happened?
earlier. Yeah.
What
Right.
happened?
Right.
And then, the other question is going back to the theme is where did the anti-Americanism, which I mean, it did happen like in the 60s during the Vietnam War and stuff. But
that they at least knew what they were fighting for. You could ask them and say, "What are you fighting for?" and they could tell you. You ask these kids, and they're like, "I don't know."
I don't know. And
Yeah,
that's
they're
it.
just followers.
Yeah, why do you not like America? I don't know.
Well, that poll that I put out, you saw at the very beginning of the show, they put it out in 2011, and something I think I have to go back and look. I think it was around 68% of Americans were extremely proud to be Americans. They just did the poll back in July of this year, and only 38% of Americans were extremely proud to be Americans.
We've cut that in half.
So since 2011, it's cut in half.
And those are the people that came across the border in the last 2 years.
No, these are the ones that are these are the ones that are now over 18.
So
that
that's
were
a good
teenagers.
question. Do you think that that's why they want to hide this whole border fiasco, because of the fact that they don't want to show to their radical base that all these people are dying to try and get into the country?
Isn't it obvious?
I mean,
Maybe because they're not seeing the actual people
No,
coming.
I'm just saying it's been obvious for you. That's why immigration is so big here, because people want to come to this country.
Well, that's true, but I'm just saying, is that why the left wants to hide it? Is that why the left doesn't want to show it? Because they don't want people to have to ask the question, well, if this country sucks so much, why are these people like coming here?
You mean that might make sense?
Oh my God.
That might be logical.
It kind of goes back to me being naive, not thinking people are that stupid, but I guess, yeah.
They are.
Really?
So,
They are.
And then you have me, who's like, "Oh yeah,
yeah,
They're that stupid.
They're that dumb.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to Arthur's
Kate
question.
still has faith and hope in humanity."
I try.
I don't.
So
what did he say? There are a lot of U.S. citizens that should be deported so they can learn.
Absolutely.
Huh?
All the
no,
ones
I was
that are
going
sitting
back to
here
something
screaming
that
that.
Arthur is asking earlier. He's asking
Oh.
what everybody was drinking.
Oh.
So I have a little Woodford Reserve here because, you know, somebody called me out. I still have the empty bottle here. Somebody was calling
That
me
you're
out last
double-
Friday because my
You have a
Woodford
little bit in
Reserve
there
double
still.
oaked is empty. So I
That is a cute little bottle.
It is.
but I
isn't
had to bring in the big guns. So unfortunately it's running low.
That's because they don't make that one. Don't we have a Woodford downstairs?
We do.
That we got
Oh.
for the wedding?
Oh, that's right. You got it for me.
We got two of them, I think. Yeah.
But then you started smoking old fashions for
And then
me.
you were done.
That
yeah.
was it.
We started smoking Delbach and it was over.
Oh,
Can
yeah.
I circle back for 30 seconds?
Yeah.
Circle back.
You were talking about the comment, the professors talking, not the students and whatnot. I was listening to the radio on my way home from work today. I listen to the news on the radio every day. They were making fun of a governor for setting up a hotline for parents to be able to report things like teachers being political in the classroom. They were actually making fun of this like it was the worst thing that this governor could do. I actually think it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, absolutely.
they were acting like there's no politics in the classroom, and we all know this shit's everywhere.
So funny you
I'm
say
gonna
that.
abuse
Funny you
this
say
button
that.
for a minute, but most of our fucking teachers nowadays are fucking political as fuck the wrong way because they fucking use the classrooms to indoctrinate kids and fucking brainwash them. I said
Oh
it,
my
and I
God.
meant
Start
it.
hiding your children.
Oh man. What button on the roadcaster is going to wear out the first?
So you can change the goat one.
Right.
That's on the
So from the silly
swap.
file number
You
2.
should just start using the goat.
I'm
when you
drinking
curse.
Black Rifle coffee, by the way.
Wendy, what are you drinking?
Something really boring. Water.
LCD? Water? Got some
It's a-
C4 in the studio.
It's a school night.
But I also have my
Erica, are you dry?
She's got coffee.
Oh, the only
So
one that's
she's
got
happy.
What
Black,
kind
Black
do you
Rifle?
have?
Two having coffee.
She's
got
all
the
Folgers.
Folgers.
Black
So it's
Rifle
funny that you
is
say that,
What's
Will,
the
because I
same
came across this Babylon Bee story. Teacher frustrated as half her students detransitioned over Christmas break. Beaverton, Oregon, third grade teacher Gaywood, her, became frustrated on the first day of her holiday break when she discovered half her students had detransitioned and were no longer identified as made-up genders.
Oh, it's sad. Did she have to get rid of the cat litter box in her room?
You do know this is a Babylon Bee story.
Probably
So it's
true,
made up.
though.
I'm also familiar with Beaverton, Oregon, too.
It's
That
a
wouldn't
made-up
surprise
story.
me.
It's not real. It's not real in any. This is made up in some, Babylon Bee studio. But students were relapsing into who had relapsed into a toxic heteronormative lifestyle admitted they weren't sure how to act as anything other than who they were without the instructor's constant guidance. I forgot your lesson about mansplaining. Mansplained Robert Cliff.
That's funny.
Miss Gaywood, who says she would have clutched her pearls if she had one of the stereotypical women who like jewelry, immediately complained to the school principal and contacted Child Protective Services. These kids are being raised by their parents.
Oh my God.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
The world is caving in. Help
You gotta
me.
love the Babylon Bee. They come
Oh,
up
the
with some
bee is so
stuff.
funny. I went back and forth. I had to stop myself. I was like, I could do a whole show on just Babylon Bee and the Onion. There you go.
And the
Greatest of all
goats.
time. All right, headlines.
Oh, that's that one you were telling me about.
Which one?
The football guy.
So Damar Hamlin.
I said, yeah, he's vaccinated. He probably had a stroke.
They actually had to revive him twice.
Sure they did.
Yeah.
There goes you.
That is just
Sorry,
crazy.
shit. Oh, God.
What?
Dang it. What? Kicked off YouTube
Don, she just
again.
got us kicked off
Flashbacks?
YouTube.
Did we get kicked off?
Potentially.
Why?
What I just
What you
said.
just said.
Oh,
I can say it again.
Don't say it again. Don't say it again. So yeah.
Sorry, YouTube. I'm so
So
sorry.
he's still in intensive care and being monitored closely.
So what did they say? Did he have a heart attack?
they are.
Or?
The reports did say that he did have a heart attack, but they're waiting for the other tests to come back. Are they not?
So what I saw, several medical experts think what happened
Poor
is it's
family.
that condition like similar to, you've all heard of the freak story of the baseball hitting the kid
Oh,
and,
it stops
the
his
chest,
heart.
and if it hits it right on the perfect spot of the heartbeat,
Yeah,
it will
it
stop the
disrupts
heart.
it. Yeah.
And
You
they
hit the vagal nerve.
And they show the video
Or the
where
vagus nerve.
literally the shoulder pad of the one player that he was tackling did hit him
him in the
square
chest.
in the chest.
Could have been.
But he
And they say
stood
that
up.
that would actually explain the fact that he stood up and then collapsed.
Well, that's going to offset your heartbeat just enough to be like,
Yeah, because he stood up for about 3 seconds
and then was
and then he was
down.
just
and
down.
I mean, and just
Boom.
collapsed.
like done.
Yeah.
Wow.
The body turned off and he was done. And so
That's
they
so
say, and
sad.
they said by the time, they waved the medics off from the sideline and he's,
Done.
without a
heartbeat.
No
heartbeat
responsive,
at all.
yeah.
So they revived him with some paddles and then had to revive him a second time before they put him in the ambulance.
wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they did CPR for a while, I think,
Yeah.
on the field.
yeah, he's probably still going to be in that coma until they figure out what's going on.
Yeah, that's right. They put him into a medically induced coma. That's right.
So yeah, he's still sitting in ICU.
We're not
Dad, don't get
commenting
us
on
kicked
that. I'm
off.
just showing it.
I mean, honestly, there's a whole story I want to go into, but I can't because I know we'll get kicked off of YouTube.
If you
That's a
want,
Rumble episode.
if you want
Well,
to
then we
pull
go
up
on
the
Rumble.
alternative view,
I'm like, is that a
go
rumble?
and watch Bongino from today.
okay.
So
Okay.
January 4th, and he talks very much about that.
Yeah.
And
Well,
That
how
vid-
many
even that video we watched too?
how many athletes? I saw a chart on how many athletes over the last 4 years have died suddenly
over, what was
A
it?
ton.
versus a 30
It was
year
like
span.
1,200. It was like 1,200 athletes have
1,100.
have had a heart attack, and over 1,000 have died.
Right.
Give or take,
Wow.
round numbers. So don't quote me on the exact number, but those are round numbers. Have died in the last 4 years versus the same numbers
Over 30 years.
over 30 years
Right.
before that.
Yep. Doesn't
So
surprise me at all.
That's staggering.
It's staggering.
Hold on.
Is your shocked face?
Yeah.
But he said over 4 years. So, I mean, that goes beyond,
No, it's been 3 years. It's been 3
Well,
years.
Yeah,
We've been doing that. But then you had the virus before that.
But the
well, it started in 20. The, the
but
virus
we've only
started in
had
20,
something
but
since January.
the jab came in 21, right?
well,
End of 20.
December of 20.
Yeah.
So,
But we're not linking the two.
No.
Because it was like end of 19.
That will. I've been hearing stories that will do something. 2020 season 4.
There you
I
go.
like that. That's the way to put it. Yes.
There you go.
So,
All right. Did you another shocker? You want to hear about another shocker?
no.
oh boy.
So, and Wendy's going to believe this. So, did you see that there was a glitch in Google Home that was enabling to spy?
Really?
They're calling it a
My
glitch.
shocked
Glitch.
face.
How long has it been going on? 3 years now?
So they
that's
discovered
great.
it. So somebody
Hacked hacked it to see the hackers.
hacked it and then let Google know last year, and Google allegedly fixed it, but they're just letting it out now.
Yeah, I'm not
Erica's got that same doubting face like Wendy does.
Yeah, ours
shocked face.
when it started talking on its own and it was completely quiet. Yeah, that sucker
when
got
it started
unplugged.
saying, because what did it say? I didn't quite catch that. And
Right.
Wendy got up and walked over and unplugged it.
Yep.
That was the last time it was plugged in, and that was
no
what,
longer here.
4 years ago, 5 years ago.
Well, not that long.
Ours was like 3
Yeah.
because we had Alexa.
They're in
plugged
cahoots
in.
with Rumba.
Yeah, we,
Right?
we had
Hey,
Alexa's
now
plugged
don't
in to play
diss
with the babies.
the Roomba commercials. I find
Hey, I love my Roomba.
The Roomba commercials right
Oh,
now
it's a
are
shark. Same thing.
hysterical because
They
I love them.
are. They are funny.
They make me laugh every
I'm-
time I stop what I'm doing and watch those.
I'm trying to remember. Did we cover the Roomba current what's the word I'm looking for?
Roomba Gate.
what are we looking for?
Roomba Gate. Did
What are we
cover
looking
that
for?
yet?
No,
How are we getting
Have I not brought
RCJ
that up with
Productions?
you guys?
and
What
Fox
is wrong with Roomba?
because we're streaming on all of those.
What's wrong with Roomba?
We're streaming on all
Yeah.
those sites.
You doing that
Roomba's
from your
taking
watch?
pictures
No, when
of
he
people
comments,
in
it
their
comments
house
under everything we're streaming.
Yeah,
on.
it's in the fine
sending it
print.
to a database that people at Roomba have access to and are sharing the pictures around. And we know this because a picture of a lady on the toilet got leaked.
Why were you
Why
letting
is
your
your-
vacuum in?
Yeah, why is your
Right.
vacuum in the bathroom?
Because they travel all around. She didn't have the door closed.
Well,
Well, that's her issue. Why is she pissing without the door closed?
My favorite
she
video.
wanted the dog to see.
My favorite video.
What was that, Erica?
Is she really saying she closes the door
I don't, but my Roomba doesn't go in the bathroom with me.
Right?
No, but
Would it be great if? I mean, now I don't know. Can you say Roomba out?
We don't have ours set up.
Ours
that
is
way.
a shark, and
Ours
we
is a
can't talk
shark.
to
We
it.
don't have it
So
set up
that would be
way.
awesome.
I remember out now.
Out.
Get out!
Roomba, turn around.
You
You go
hear
now.
What's Wally? You hear it go.
Wally.
Because it shows in the commercials where you can tell Roomba,
That's the
clean
new
the
one.
kitchen.
Yeah, that
That's
might
the
be
new one.
you
Ours
think
is
about it, you get out of the shower,
Ours is
you're
like 2
walking
years
around
old.
your house in a towel, and your Roomba's taking pictures of you and sending them to a database where people at Roomba are looking at them and sharing them with people.
I better be getting
Wait a
paid
minute.
some money.
I can-
This
but I
ain't
can
Feet
hack
Finder for
that.
free.
There's a 20 it's thousands of pictures in a database that these people not only have access to, but are sharing these pictures around.
Yeah, and it's
Yeah,
probably
but
in
it's
the
all
fine
on
print.
TikTok.
Yeah,
Yeah, but how many people are taking pictures with their iPhone and it's going to their iCloud?
exactly.
Right.
And you're stealing
Exactly.
that. So what's the difference?
It's like being at a nude beach. They're
Right,
not
yeah.
all they're not all people that should be at nude beach.
Right,
No,
yeah, exactly.
Those are
Exactly.
no pictures you want to see, honey. I'm gonna let you know that right now.
Yeah.
All right. Next story.
Yeah, go for it.
Sure.
All right. So kind of touching on again. So the U.S. Virgin Islands AG fired. So Attorney General was fired days after suing J.P. Morgan Chase in connection with the Epstein.
Mm, yeah. Mm.
Yeah, and the fact that Biden was there. Yeah,
Right?
nothing to see here.
Distraction.
So I'm sure
Hunter had
everybody's.
nothing to do with it.
Eat some more ice cream.
So I'm sure that everybody's seeing what's going on at the House right now.
Yep.
Nope.
Oh yeah.
Everybody
But I don't
but
want
Lindsay
to.
is going on, seeing what's going on at the House right now.
The
So-
GOP is being a shit show right now.
Right.
Why, you're getting nervous, man.
I don't actually. I disagree with that, and I say that because I've heard,
Man.
like Keith and I were talking about this before the show, and I've seen the talking heads from both sides, right? That
Mhm.
say that it's a shit show, and those that say that it's a democratic process. And then I look at it from the standpoint of I think that Kevin McCarthy, even though he was the minority leader in the House, he had, I forget, 12 or 16 people on the GOP that voted for that $1.7 trillion omnibus bill last month
Okay.
and agreed to it. And so that right there in my mind says, dude, you don't have control of what's going on. Hate Nancy all you want. She controlled that party with an iron fist. And the fact that McCarthy can't, and he's got consistently 20 people that's saying it's never going to be Kevin, no matter what. And so they're tossing out new people every vote. I've watched most of the votes, and every vote, it's somebody new. And they're saying, okay, well, what about this guy? All right, well, then what about this woman? All right, so what about this guy? And so they're tossing out saying, anybody but Kevin, it's not going to be Kevin. And I will admit, the one thing that I see, because
What do you have to be there?
well, the thing is that
Can I do it?
you could actually be Speaker of the House.
Could I?
Yes.
Where do I have to go?
DC.
You can't drop F-bombs though.
Oh, yeah, I can.
No, I know.
Technically,
It's a
she could.
technicality.
I know she could. It is.
But the funny thing is, I mean, would you rather have, because this is what people are complaining about. Would you rather have them all get up there and they all go 223 votes, Kevin McCarthy across the board, and there was no discussion?
No.
That doesn't, does that make
No.
you sit there and not go?
No.
Because he can only lose 4 votes.
Right.
If he loses a fifth, he can't be, he won't have the majority. So it comes back to that. So
How does
would
he
you
not have the
rather them,
majority
would you
then?
rather, because, huh?
How do you not have the majority then if you're making a new vote every time?
Because you have to have a minimum of 218 votes to win,
Yes, but if you're making a new vote every time, how do you lose the majority?
because they're not getting 218 votes, because they're getting
Oh, they're doing
200.
them in pieces.
Yeah, they're getting 200 votes for the Democratic guy, which is the one that's taken over for Nancy. They get so many for
2 for Billy
McCarthy,
Bob Thornton.
and then they get 20 that goes for somebody else, Jim Jordan or whomever.
So they don't have a process as far as how to
Like get people.
Right. Yeah. I mean, we have a voting process to elect, the president and everything else. Why isn't there a process in place to be able to?
There is.
Like you just pointing fingers or what?
So the process is anybody in Congress can stand up and nominate somebody. And so, like Jim Jordan, who I like, he's a great
So
congressman.
anybody
from
in
Ohio.
Congress can be Speaker of the House?
Anybody can be Speaker of the House.
Seriously?
So because they floated out several times.
So it doesn't have to
that
be somebody in Congress?
That Trump could be Speaker of the House while sitting in Mar-a-Lago.
Right.
So Jim Jordan yesterday gave a great impassioned speech for Kevin McCarthy. Great speech, fantastic speech, outlined exactly what the GOP needs to be doing, stopping the silliness at the border, stopping the spending, and doing some investigation stuff to figure out where all the government things have gone wrong. Those are the 3 things. Clear and
Real
simple
simple.
stuff that needs to be done, right? And so somebody stood up and said, "That's it. I'm nominating him."
Okay.
And he's like, he even
That's
said
not what I
multiple
wanted.
times
Like,
to the news,
He
I don't
didn't
want it.
Yeah.
Right.
I saw that.
He was like, I'd rather be on a committee. I don't want to be running the show.
Yeah.
And so, again, and he got 20 votes, but he didn't want it.
Yeah.
And so, but it made no difference. They could elect him. Wendy
Yeah.
did this once to an HOA thing where she nominated one of our neighbors, and they got
She
one
didn't talk
vote,
to me for a while.
and she got on the board. Really? So,
Damn it, Wendy.
But I mean, if you want someone to do a good job, you want them
You
to
need to
want.
get somebody who doesn't want the job.
No, you want.
But the point
you got to
was-
get someone that wants it, because if someone doesn't want it, they're not going to do the best
They're not gonna give a
job.
shit.
I don't know. I feel yes and no at the same time. Somebody who's not gunning for the job is going to do a lot better than somebody, I want the job, I want the job, I want the job.
Not
Then
necessarily.
there's
There's
several.
incentives
Congressman
behind
Roy from Texas. So I like this guy. He's another good congressman. He's from Texas. Bald guy, goatee, feels good, kind of reminds me of myself.
But why don't they do,
Wow.
kind of like, for president, where, okay, you get the nominations, you put everyone on, you take one vote,
This is just the way it's been done for 200 and X
and
amount of
the
years.
top 2, they're the ones that battle it out then, or the top 3, whoever. And then you take another vote, and there you go.
And that's it.
How's that kiss?
Good.
This is the way it's been done for 230 something years. So, and I figured that. I saw some blurb that came up on my phone that said that they adjourned again. So the record right now is 9 votes.
They're getting close.
So back in the 1800s, there was 9 votes to elect the Speaker of the House. And
There's really nobody better than Pelosi.
well, Pelosi's
Really?
out.
Pelosi's out.
Yeah,
She's
Well,
out no
that's what I'm
matter
saying.
what.
There's nobody
So
better than her.
they're electing that one congressman from New York that is for the Democrats side, and they all in lockstep all vote for him.
Yeah.
Boom, 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 all 6 times. which tells you everything is swampy, right?
Right.
But on the Republican side, they have votes all over the board, which tells you, and so going
That
back
they're
to
actually thinking about
so Chip Roy from Texas, he sat there and he said, "We don't want somebody from the swamp running this.
Right.
We want somebody." And so he nominated, and I forget who the congressman was. He nominated a congressman, and some of the talking heads again go, "Oh, you can't elect him, a guy that's on his second term," and goes, "No, this is a guy that he wants to do the right thing. He's not part of the swamp. He's just doing it because he wants to do what's right for the country."
Right.
And I'm like, all right, amen. I like that.
Yeah, it hasn't been here a million years.
Yeah. And he's going to, now granted, there are a lot of things that need to be done as speaker, as far as you have to do fundraising and things like that for the party, not just for yourself, and then whipping of votes and things like that. But I mean, on the other hand, if you can get an honest person to go in there and do it, I say, all right, I don't care how long it takes. And some of these people are pissed. I mean, they're going on day 3. They had family members that were in DC. And,
wow.
And stuff like that. And it's like,
They're
no,
doing
hey,
their
forget,
job.
well, and that's it. They talked about it and some of these people I like as far as Congress people, but they're complaining and I'm going, so you got to do your job.
Well, the whole
Suck
point
it up,
of
Buttercup.
the whole point of winning the House was to break away from the norm,
right?
I mean, so if it's just going to be the same old shit show over and over again,
Right?
what's the point?
So who saw about Jeremy Renner? Who knows who Jeremy Renner is?
I saw the
I do know
article.
he played God, he's played in a lot of movies.
Hawkeye.
Yeah.
He's currently most known for Hawkeye, but yeah, he's done quite a few.
I don't watch those.
What's
but
that new one?
Fantastic
King
actor.
of something?
He played in one of the
show?
Bourne movies. He played in
Yeah, he did one of the Bourne movies.
Hansel and Gretel. He was in that movie.
That was
yeah,
a fantastic movie.
that was a good movie. But yeah, he got run over by his own snowplow.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Trying to help. He was helping a stranded motorist.
How do you run over by your own snowplow?
Oh, I didn't hear that. I just heard that.
So he
Didn't you
was
put it
ran
in
over.
park?
What I pieced together from an article that didn't make a whole lot of sense, but I guess there was a motorist that went off the road, during this heavy snow up in Tahoe, and so he had taken his snowplow. They say snowplow, but I'm assuming this is more like
Truck with a shovel on it.
No, I'm thinking this is more like a
Oh,
snow
it's snow
blower.
thrower.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Is because apparently he took it from his house and went down the street to go get this motorist free.
Okay, so probably
And so
snowplow.
the interview was
Or
with the mayor
snowblower.
of this town that says, "Oh yeah, Renner is a friend of mine, and he's constantly texting me, what can I do to help?" And I guess Jeremy Renner is supposed to be like a great upstanding guy, like as it proves here. He was just going to help out. I guess this guy, he normally like goes and drops off toys all the time, and
Oh,
he
cool.
tries to do it all without fanfare and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So he's really a upstanding person of the
Oh, I
community.
like that guy.
Yeah.
He's funny.
So I mean, that being
Oh,
said,
it is a snowplow.
That's a
Shoot,
plow,
that's
yeah.
a plow.
Wow.
That's not a snowblower.
okay.
That's,
So
that's
somehow
a
he got
plow.
run over.
Did he not put it in park?
We
he
don't
must-
know.
Possibly.
It's not real.
They're investigating to see if there was any kind of mechanical failure in the snowplow. At current, they're saying it was just a horrible accident.
Did he get murdered?
No.
He's,
Oh,
he's,
okay.
he's in the
They
hospital.
say he lost a lot of blood.
They say he lost
You
a
got
lot of
run
blood.
over
and
by
So
a
another
snowplow. Yeah, I'm
one
gonna
of
go
the
with that.
neighbors was a doctor who had
Oh,
to put a
nice.
tourniquet on a leg.
Nice. Yeah, that's the first
And
thing.
so, but I mean, that's yes, Donald said yes. That's exactly right. You're absolutely right, Dan. And so, but they, I guess, the doctor had to put a tourniquet on him, and then he's taken a picture from the hospital bed and
Oh,
sent it
good.
out saying,
He's okay.
I'm too drugged up to answer right now, but you just want to say
I'm okay.
thank you to everybody, for the well wishes.
That's
So,
That's
crazy.
cool.
crazy stuff. though.
Yeah, no kidding.
And it's unfortunately the sadistic part of me says no good deed goes unpunished.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You mean there's good people in Hollywood?
There are
Very
a few.
few of
Oh,
them.
there are. They do exist.
Him. I mean, I add him to the list. Gary Sinise is always top of my list. He does everything he can for first responders and military and stuff like that. So
Chris Pratt. Just saying.
Chris Pratt. Yeah, Chris
He's
Pratt.
awesome.
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt.
John
Voight too. I love John.
Yeah, John Voight. Oh my God, John Voight and oh shit, I'm drawing a blank. Need more cowbell.
Oh yeah, Christopher Walken.
Yeah.
Christopher Walken is hysterical.
Yeah.
He's just a scary looking dude.
He may be, but on the other hand, he is hysterical, and he is very, very right of center. Just real quick, major banks are warning of an economic trouble for 2020.
No.
Healthcare. I thought this was interesting. Healthcare workers are suing the FDA over ivermectin.
I'm interested to see how this turns out.
So we'll
why
see
are
what
they
happens.
suing over not being able to use ivermectin?
So
Probably.
several people have been punished
Because it's not.
Okay.
Oh, for trying to use it?
for trying to use it,
There's
prescribing
been
it.
doctors
that have
have been doctors that have lost their license since before all this.
doctors that have lost
We
their
can't even-
licenses, nurses that have lost their
Mhm,
jobs.
we couldn't even talk about it in the
because of this.
hospital.
And then the FDA says, well,
Oh, we never
didn't
said
say
that.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did. That's exactly what they said.
I
We
don't-
didn't say that. We just didn't recommend it. And so they're trotting out
Mhm.
all the old memos because guess what? They're off the website.
Yep.
Right?
It's amazing how that
And
is.
they're trotting out that says you're not a horse, don't use this,
Yeah.
blah blah blah. You know, all this kind
very,
of stuff. And
very,
it's like,
very dangerous if you
Yes.
use.
The
blah,
funny
blah,
thing
blah.
is, it's been
I'm getting nervous, man.
the funny thing is, it's been FDA approved since like the 1960s.
Exactly.
It was
It's
used to
just-
cure river blindness.
They say
back in
that
the
it
Well,
day.
they
actually
use it.
is-
It's actually in studies right now. I hope it's still going on to help cure AIDS
Oh, really?
because it's killing viruses.
Thank you,
Essentially,
Ranger.
AIDS is a
well, they
virus.
say
like,
they
it's
hand it out like
amazing.
candy in African countries where
river
Like nothing.
blindness.
And,
For-
well,
it's
and
parasites.
parasites.
Yeah.
Parasites. That's the
Any
main
parasite
reason.
they use
They
it
say
for.
it's technically safer than children
Anything.
have.
That's extremely,
Yeah.
it's extremely
It's super
safe.
safe.
It's a
So
Doesn't do anything to you. They're using it in Mexico
well, I'm not
for
saying
all
that
sorts of stuff.
every drug has a potential to have a side effect.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
But-
absolutely.
the risk factor on this
makes you
is
see too
extremely
good in the
low.
river.
Yeah,
Right?
Well, and the fact that you're supposed to be kind of in charge of your own healthcare, and
You
what
can't
was
ask for
the
things.
what was the law that Trump passed to the right to try?
Right to try.
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean,
But you
that-
can only try it if your doctor writes it. If your doctor can't write it because he's going to lose his license, he's not going to write it.
Hey, Seymour,
exactly,
what's up?
and that's the whole
Yep.
point of this. That it just makes me angry. We're watching the cat that just
Sorry.
entered the studio. That's why I got really
Cat's
quiet.
in the studio.
Yep,
He's cautiously.
Erica's looking for the cat now.
He's
he's
cautiously
po-
entering the
poking
studio.
his head in, like,
Got
do I
one little
want to come
meow.
in?
All right, so China is going off the charts with COVID. They're blaming the U.S. Did you see that there is a company?
Blaming the U.S. for a virus that came from.
Cat in the studio.
Anyway,
Well, of course. So you
Getting
see,
this-
there is an unregulated
Okay,
company
not on the
that is
table.
launching sulfur balloons into the atmosphere.
Was that going to help with
Global warming?
global warming?
That's what they say.
That's
what
going
they
to block
claim.
out the sun. Yeah, that's a good.
what they
That's a
claim.
smart
Well, so
move.
they're
Probably
using
about
sulfur to create clouds,
Mhm.
and the clouds they claim are biodegradable, and the it dissipates within 3 years, and it's supposed to suck up enough emission, CO2 emissions
Clouds don't
that they
suck
could
up CO2.
that they could literally solve global warming. I'm sorry.
Warning.
Will Robinson. So
Danger, Will
they
Robinson.
could solve global warming.
Yeah.
And so
Where
you've
are we
heard of-
putting these?
You've heard about the
Isn't this
emission
gonna cause
tax
some-
credits, right?
Yeah.
So certain areas have these emission tax credits, and so they're selling these to companies to offset their emission tax credits. And they said they literally could do this enough to be able to offset global warming. Period. That's literally what I just read on their website.
What now happens when you introduce all this sulfur to the atmosphere?
Well,
Yep.
that's what the experts are saying. The
There's-
climate experts are going, "What?
Why are we
not
putting
just
sulfur in the sky?
not just-
What's that going to be when it rains through it?
Right,
Now you have
acid
sulfur
rain.
rain.
You have acid rain.
That's
Hello.
bad.
And-
right?"
And not just that, what do we need the sun for? We need it to grow food. I mean,
Everything. So, what country are we shooting this over first? Is my
Right.
question.
China?
Done.
I mean, there's some.
Let's try it out.
Meanwhile, in reality,
yeah.
all you got to do is start converting things to hemp and start growing hemp everywhere because hemp absorbs more CO2 than most any plant.
All you have to do
I'm
is
going to
start
do some
planting
investigation and check on
plants.
that.
There you go.
And
That's
I'm not just
interesting.
I'm not saying that that's not true, but that would be interesting because there is an initiative to have more cover crop.
Yeah.
And so if that were the case, could you do hemp as a cover crop if it was going to do that? Because a little known fact is 9 months out of the year, eight or 9 months out of the year. So everybody talks. So you've all heard about the Great Barrier Reef, right?
Yes.
Mhm.
And so that it absorbs so much of the CO2 in the world.
That's
emits.
not now anymore.
Well,
because we
they say
killed it all
that
off.
8 to 9 months out of the year, actually the largest absorber of CO2
The
in
Midwest.
the world is
The
the
Midwest.
American
Yeah,
Midwest.
absolutely, because all your crops are blooming.
Yep.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, deforestation didn't do us any good either. I mean,
And
that's-
let's cut down everything
right?
else.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Yes, that's exactly right, Christine. Yeah. And the funny thing
No,
is,
I
and the
don't
funny
want
thing
that. I
is,
like it hot.
the funny thing about the whole thing is if this is supposed to be, and this is what I was talking to Wendy on the drive down, and I said, so they're pointing this website towards like the Exxons of the world, right? But on the other hand, it has at the bottom,
You're giving them a tax credit.
right? But
It's all about money. They don't care.
it's all about money, and this we're talking big corporate money, right?
Yeah, big
but
money.
but on the bottom of the website, it's got all your different. You can pay with your Discover card.
Mhm. Absolutely.
I'm like, okay, wait a minute.
You know, I've always
Nancy, give me the Discover card. I'm paying for our tax credits
right?
this year.
Exactly.
So, I mean, it's just, that's crazy.
I've always said that Mother Nature is going to be the death of us all. She's going to right
Yep.
herself one of these days, and we got to stop trying to
Fight.
course change the planet. The
You
planet
can't.
is cyclical. We've discovered this. It's going to go through its phases.
How do we know
Stop
that this
trying
is
to-
climate change and we don't know that this is just what
Do you know
she
what
does?
You know what the ramifications could be if we continue to pump this shit in the atmosphere? It's going to be worse than what climate change would have ever done.
Right.
Was it really 133 rounds? I mean, they had told me, I'm just going by what I heard on the news. So I had heard that it was,
133 rounds?
I had heard that it was
Wow.
9 was the current record. So if it's 133 rounds, okay, they may be around
Holy
for a little while.
cow, that's going to be a while.
Right, Arthur? I mean, that's how I feel. It's
Yeah, stop trying to screw with it. Just let it be.
Right?
it's going to be bad, people.
I mean, my own personal opinion, I don't think it's a bad thing to want to
Better the earth. I'm not
better
against
the
it.
earth and
No.
get greener. But I think these
but my-
mandates, they were just talking today
my
about the
issue
fact that
is-
they want to outlaw diesel engine trucks, like big rig trucks, they're going to raise taxes on diesel by, I think
That's
it was
gonna be great.
27
There's going to
by
be
2027, to where they're trying to force them to have to. And I mean, they were interviewing a owner of a trucking company. He goes, yeah, they have in this thing that a truck is $250,000. He goes, right now I can't find one of these electric trucks for under $400,000.
Right.
And that's with a cheesy battery.
And you know what shipping costs are going to be when you start using
Absolutely.
electric
Right,
trucks? I mean,
right.
forget about it.
Yeah. No, my issue is you want to make the world better. Let's start
Yes,
looking
Arthur.
at our seas that are full of pollutions, our
Right.
beaches, our grounds, everything else. Let's
No,
start
that's-
looking at all of our garbage that all we're doing is shoving it in the ground. How do you think that's going to help?
We just
All the
need to-
emissions that are coming off of that as that breaks down.
If somebody can just come up with Mr. Fusion.
Or how about how we're trying to develop every little piece of fucking land we can.
Right? Exactly.
You know, like
true. Good point.
I mean, we had land set aside here as state land to not be messed with and just be there for every generation.
Right.
And you know what? Some of that land was up on Ironwood. Guess what? That
They're
shit's
building
all
houses.
bulldozed now,
Yeah.
getting
Well,
built into
and this
fucking
is
houses.
because it's all cause and effect, right? And so this is the unintended consequences when you let in 2 million people over the last 2 years across the border. Then guess what? You have to house those people.
Right.
And if you're going to house those people, then now all of a sudden you're going to cause it's a chain of events. And so again, at the beginning of the chain is elections have consequences.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
100%. 100%.
Yep.
All right. So did you see that the Colorado governor is now busing migrants to Chicago and New York and getting crap for it? It's a Democratic governor.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, I was talking
Nice.
to someone up
Oh,
in
that was
Chicago
Democrat?
today, and they said that they took at least one school in Chicago to convert it to,
oh my
to
Housing.
house.
That statement's from the Babylon Bee next, right? It's a joke, right?
Nope. Which one?
The next statement.
KJP says POTUS has been working on border security since day one.
She said that.
Yeah, they opened it up. That was the security.
She said that.
What's KJP? Oh, is that
John Kareem.
Don't say it.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
or something else?
Said
if
that the
you go
president
by
has
me?
been working hard on border security since day. I wrote these words exactly the way she put it.
Right?
What the hell? That's just Will. I was like, what kind of button is that? It's
That's
just,
his
I look at
like
the screen, it's
disturbed
just Will in the
screaming.
studio.
Yeah.
We don't need buttons. We got Will.
Yeah.
Yeah, she said that the president has been working
Pope
on
asked
border
Biden
security
not to
since
attend
day.
funeral. That is gold.
Yeah, so the Pope that just passed away literally called out and says, I do not want President Biden to attend my funeral.
That's
I do. Maybe because you're not Catholic anymore.
Well, he's still
liar.
technically
Mwah.
Catholic. He's just
Catholic,
not
he
practicing in the
right.
Catholic sense. He's-
Too busy eating ice cream.
Well, and wanting abortions. Just saying.
And flirting with young girls.
All right,
You can't be a pedophile and being, you know.
couple quick political cartoons, things that are, kind of relevant to the news stories. McCarthy just can't quite grab that gavel yet. Biden says to, the poor kids that are, mining cobalt.
Child slave labor.
Thanks for helping save the planet.
Yeah.
And then, 2023 Chuck the Baby New Year comes with Biden gaffes, inflation, recession, illegal migrants, crime, fentanyl, Iran nukes, Putin, Ukraine war, China, COVID, North Korea.
That is great. I like his hat.
You know, the way you were reading that sounds like another Billy Joel, We Didn't Start the Fire song.
We didn't start the fire. Oh my God, I'm going to start playing that on the way
Yeah,
home.
there we go.
She's
Go
gonna
to the
hate
next
you
one,
now.
Will. Let's ask the Border Patrol how well Biden's doing.
Right, exactly.
Oh my
Arthur,
God.
what do you think? Call your people.
Well, that's you got to imagine that's part of the reason why he won't go.
Of course not. They're going to punch him in the
Because
face.
he knows he's going to not only have to see there's going to be a bad photo op, right? There's going to be a bad photo
Someone's
op.
gonna call him
Somebody's
out.
going to get a picture of him
Well, it's no
with people
different-
streaming across the border over his shoulder.
Supposedly,
And then
he's
the
going
other-
to the border.
What?
When?
He's supposed to be
In
going
North Dakota?
No. He's
Let me
supposed to
almost
be
spit
going.
that out of her face.
He's supposed to be going to meet the
Oh, that's her
president of
fault. She should have
Mexico.
known better.
He's supposed to be going to meet the president of Mexico, and he's
Well, they aren't doing that on the
Yeah, in North
border.
Dakota?
Yeah, they're not doing that on the border.
Uh-uh.
So, but I mean, and then the other
Right?
part is,
Go to
I'm
Taco
sure he doesn't want to.
That on the border. Sorry. Clerical
Run to
error.
the border.
Just saying
Oh
what
my
the news
God!
is saying.
I am so gonna shoot something later this week.
Clerical, Clerical
my
error.
God.
Sorry.
Oh, that's funny.
So I'm out of town all next week. So what are you doing next week?
What are you doing next? He's not going with you.
No,
Okay. I'm putting that
going.
out there.
I'm going to North Carolina and Virginia next week.
No, he's
so.
asking us what we're doing next week.
How you doing the show next week?
Yes.
The same way we do show
Yeah,
every
doing the
week.
show.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Want me to send you this?
Yeah.
You don't
Okay.
think you can log in and do that? You can be busy on Wednesday night?
I could, but I might be sleeping. It's East Coast.
True.
They're 2 hours ahead.
Quote of the week.
Wow.
Christine's on. What's your excuse?
Bam!
I'm going to send this PowerPoint to Christine. Let her do it.
I think I see the burn mark right
Oh
there.
yeah, no,
Right.
don't touch. That hurts. So quote of the week. I thought this was good. Only those who will risk going too far can possibly find out how far one can go.
Ah, good one. I like that one.
I like that.
That's a good one.
With YouTube, it's not very far.
From the silly file number 3.
Oh, we got
Wow,
a third one
there's
tonight.
three
Wow.
of them
This is
tonight?
the last one. This is the last one. So, childhood dreams. What was your childhood dream? What did you want to do when you grew up, Lindsay?
Be a mechanic.
Did you really?
Mhm.
I know you had thought about joining the Air Force to be a mechanic.
I did. I was going to be in the Air Force, and then they told me I had to go to snow, and I said no.
Wendy, you're living your childhood dream, right? You wanted to be an accountant?
Oh yeah.
She did when she was 5. All she said was, "I want to deal with
No
numbers."
I want to deal with numbers.
I want money, money, money.
And
There you
cranky owners. That's all I wanted.
Oh my God. All right. So we got this, like, isn't that a cute picture?
That's adorable.
That's adorable, she says. Adorable. Is that
No, that's
adorable?
weird. Why is he walking funny?
Yeah, right.
Oh.
How about that? Is that adorable?
That's pretty cute. It's a
that's
fake
not a
dog,
dog.
but it's cute.
Is it?
Yeah.
Guy paid thousands of dollars to turn himself into a dog.
What?
Paid thousands of dollars for a dog
Suit.
outfit.
It's a fake dog.
What is wrong with people?
I can't say I
First
wouldn't
of
do
all,
it just to fuck with
it's
people.
Japanese,
Well, they dress up as cats, so there's that.
but paid thousands of dollars to be a dog. And
People pay, but that's smash. People pay thousands of dollars
wait, we got a button for
to
that.
dress up
We don't anymore.
as like
Oh.
their. What are those characters that you like? The movie,
the Star Trek.
Yeah, so that stuff too. But like Star Wars and all the anime stuff, people pay thousands of dollars for that. So no, that's not really.
What happened to your screen?
I don't know. I
Broken.
thought I was going to pull it up, but it's supposed to be pulling up the video.
No.
But it's
Broken.
apparently slow internet around here. We're hogging all the internet.
Furries, yes, like they dress up as animals and stuff. Yeah, but I mean, people pay thousands of dollars for those outfits.
Holy cow! That
I mean, what do they? I want to know what do
I mean,
they
it's a
do?
costume. I don't wanna know.
No, what I mean to job wise,
It's no different than it's no different than a hobby. Think about how much
Right.
think about how much money we spend on our trains.
I get that, but what do you do once you're,
Once you're dressed up as it, just screw with
Put
people.
that
It'd be
back up.
fun.
That explains why Japan lost World War II.
Yeah, they were dressed up as dogs.
I mean,
my
to
God.
be fair, we have that shit here too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I mean, we're eating Tide Pods.
And NyQuil chicken. So there's that.
Are you on the Wi-Fi?
Yeah, but it won't load for
That's
whatever
it.
reason. So we're
That's
not going to
'cause
worry
Japan
about it.
hacked
So
you.
we're going to go to the quiz of the week, which is always popular and everybody loves the quiz of
ABCs
the
and
week.
D's.
So
Right?
it's the
It's
Proud American Trivia. Get your
Nice.
ABCD.
I'm not going to know any of this. It's going to be awful.
Erica, you're
They're gonna
playing
kick
too.
me out.
Stop playing with the pity.
Always play with the pity. It's just a baby pity.
Oh my God.
I love it because you can see her nose every once in a while stick up behind her,
Right.
behind Will.
All right. You ready with the music back there?
Please do it. Bam, bam.
All right. He's like, shit, I can't get it to stop.
Stop.
He's just
All right. Question number 1. What city? What city was the GOAT? What city was the first U.S. capital? Washington, D.C., New York, Philadelphia, or Boston? What city was the first U.S. capital? I got a D. I got a B. What do I got in the studio? Nothing yet. They're thinking. They're looking
She
at
has a
the
D
answers.
and a
I have a
C.
C from Will and a D from Erica.
It's one of the last
And
two.
Keith is sitting there contemplating. We have a C. What do we have at the home?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing yet.
Nothing yet. I got a B from Christine. C from Heavy Metal.
Was New York really?
I got a B from Arthur.
Everybody's saying B. I don't know this.
You don't know this?
No, I don't. I probably did it one
Is that
time.
everybody that's answering? That's
Yeah.
probably everybody
I'm
that's
going to
gonna
say
answer.
Boston because I like to say Boston.
Boston. No, it wasn't
New
Boston.
York.
It was New York.
Was it really?
New York.
New York.
Gotta go New York.
Thought
New
because
York.
was one of the other.
Yeah.
One of the
Don't
last.
That's
Where
pretty
was-
sad.
where
I'm
was-
from New
where
York
was
and I
George
didn't know
Washington?
that.
New York, New
Where was
York.
George Washington from?
New York.
New York.
New York.
Is he really?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Number 2.
I think he was from Long Island, actually.
Oh, God, he's from Long Island?
Of course he
Why
was.
would he not
I think
be?
he was.
So who first discovered America? Christopher Columbus, Leif Erikson, Eric the Red, or Thorwald Oswaldson?
The people living here? Oh,
Play the
sorry, not
music.
the right answer?
Get it.
Who first discovered America?
Only this guy, 'cause I
Christopher
like his
Columbus,
name.
Leif Erikson, Eric the Red, or Thorwald Oswaldson?
Heavy Metal says A.
I got
A.
an A. I have an A.
An E, which is
All right.
all the above. Leaf the Garrett.
Arthur says A. Christy. Oh, Heavy Metal said Leif Garrett.
I used to like him.
I don't know who that
I had his album.
Did you have a poster on his wall?
No.
On your
Is that
wall?
a person?
Yes.
Leif Garrett.
Wow.
Yeah.
She just judged me. I've never even heard of that person.
Okay, the answer is Leif Erikson.
Oh.
Just
I
for
like the other
anybody
guy.
that's so
What's
he was
his name? Leaf?
Garrett.
Garrett?
Yes. So for anybody that's playing at home,
He was
if
like
you
a
wanna
one-hit
know,
wonder.
Leif Erikson was a Viking explorer that came over about, I think they estimated about 50 years before Columbus. His father was named Eric
That
the
is
Red,
some hair.
and his grandfather
Yeah,
was
right.
Thorvald Oswald.
That's interesting. That I didn't
Oh.
know. I knew Leif Erikson, but I didn't know.
Okay,
Question
don't see
number
him.
3.
Don't see him now.
When was the Declaration of Independence signed?
Jesus Christ.
July 4th, 1776, July 5th, 1776, August 2nd, 1776, or October 8th, 1776.
The sad part is I think we had this
We
question at
did,
one point.
and I don't remember.
I know. That's the sad part.
Well, I know it wasn't July 4th.
Oh my God, we got to get Erica to press the button. Oh, we got a D in the studio. Got a B,
He
a
did have a
B,
big
a
hurt
C.
Andrea. Oh my gosh.
Waiting
I looked
on
him up.
Will and those playing at home.
Everybody says C.
Everybody
I don't
says
remember,
C.
I don't remember that it was that far out, though. I don't
Christine
remember.
says C. I'm saying C.
Everybody's saying C across.
Erica's got a D.
No, Keith's got a B.
I'm sticking with my
I
first choice.
changed
And Erica's got a D.
I was gonna say
2.
He's gonna be right.
1.
No, I'm wrong.
Bam!
C.
I changed it.
That was good, Erica. Question number 4 of 10. What were the names of Columbus's ship? There are multiple choice
India, the
answers
Sinta,
here.
and the Santa Maria.
The Nina, the
Pinta,
Pinta,
and
the
the
Santa
Santa
Maria,
Maria.
the Santa Clara. Name
ABC.
the ships that sailed with Columbus.
I'm
I have
actually
a-
gonna
I
get
have a
this
C,
right. I'm
I have a
very
C, I have
excited.
an A, B, and C. I have an A and a B. I have a B, D, and A.
no
A B, C, and A. A, B, C.
C. Okay. I got an A, B, and C in the studio and an A, B, and C in the studio. What do we got at home?
ABC,
I got an ABC, ABC.
And I don't know.
3,
ABC.
2, 1. You're going to be shocked. You're all wrong.
Really?
No, it's not.
It was the Santa Maria, the Santa Clara, and another ship that they don't know actually what the name of.
Then why do they teach us it's a Nina, the Pinta, and the
They
Santa
said that
Maria?
that is actually incorrect.
Really?
bastards.
Fuckers. I went to charter schools,
This is
man.
why you need a microphone.
That's funny because everybody in the audience said it too.
Right.
Yep.
Anina,
That's all
the
that
Pinta.
actually they say
Christine.
they say it is taught wrong in schools. That
Really?
is actually incorrect. It is the Santa Maria, the Santa Clara, and another ship that they don't know.
Yeah, because that
I
was
feel
the
cheated.
whole thing that
Right, I do
like
too.
they even put that in like a little song or some shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Schoolhouse Rock or something like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Question
how are we
number
supposed
5.
to know?
Which president do people commemorate on National Freedom Day? Washington, Lincoln,
National
Roosevelt,
Freedom
or
Day?
Roosevelt?
There's a National Freedom Day.
Yes, there is.
Alrighty then.
Can-
What
can
day
we-
is that?
Which month is it in?
I'm not. Which president do
Why does it
people
matter what month
commemorate
it's
on
in?
National Freedom Day?
Hell, I know.
I have an A. Erica is weighing her options. I got a B and an A. I got an ABA.
ABA, BA, BA, BA.
I got a B in the studio and a C in the studio.
2 B's.
This
2
is
B's.
one answer only.
Where's Christine?
We got
Christine has not answered yet.
we got a B, a B.
Everybody
at
hinges
home.
off of Christine. She's doing it on purpose.
I know.
And
she
Andrea,
is.
you're right. They lied
And
to
a
us.
B.
And a B. Erica, Andrea, and Christine. Okay. Lincoln, B. National Freedom Day.
When is National Freedom Day?
Yeah.
I don't know, but I'm assuming I didn't read an article. I didn't go through the research of finding out what it was about, but I'm going to assume it has something to do with emancipation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I picked.
Emancipation Proclamation.
Number
Although
6.
everything I learned about that is probably
What popular
wrong, too.
phrase? These are good questions. I love these questions. What popular
Damn.
phrase was coined by President Martin
Martin
Van
Van
Buren? In no time, okay. Oh, damn it.
Okay.
Hey, that's an easy one.
Oh, did that- oh, timing is all off on that one. Nope. Damn it. That one was going to be, did anybody would have
No, I don't even know who that
No.
president is.
Nope.
1800s?
Oh,
Really?
yeah. No, I'm not.
Good
Good job, Will.
Will with the B back there.
Woo!
Oh,
Okay.
Everybody say
On to
yeah.
number 7.
number 7. Good thing I have a bonus question in here.
Anybody got number 6 wrong? You lose.
Yeah, right.
Number 7. Which state has the densest population? Which state has the densest population?
All
New
blue
York,
states.
California, New Jersey, or Massachusetts? Which state has the densest population?
Ooh.
It's got to be New York. It has to be New York.
It has
You
to
have so many people. Ooh, but New York's really big on the top.
Densest population, most people per square mile.
I'm sticking with New York. I'm still saying New York.
No, because New Jersey's not
Most
very big.
people per square mile, and then think
New York's
about
huge up
how
top. It
many.
goes all the way to
Then
Canada.
you look
I
at like a
didn't know
California who
per
has,
mile.
and then you look at California who's got how many large cities in it,
But they have so much state property.
but how much people? How much?
I think you're still going to have
Oh, what
more
do we have
people
at
per
home?
mile.
What do we have at home? We have an a B, and a C.
I don't know
I have
if
a
that's
C
right
out
or-
here, an A, a C, and a B.
Christine says C, so she's probably right.
New Jersey.
That's surprising. I'm surprised.
No, because you have a smaller state.
All right, we're going to go to the opposite of the scale. Which state has the least population? Wyoming, Alaska, Montana, or North Dakota? I got a D right away. Lindsay is not shy to grab that D. Wendy, on the other hand, she grabbed that B right away. Waiting in the studio, we got a B. We got a C. This one's tough, isn't it?
It's tough.
Because there's so many choices. Which one has the least amount of people per square
Ooh,
foot?
Montana could be because you have Yellowstone, and that takes what the state?
4, 3,
She changes it.
2, 1. Oh, Erica changed her right
Christine
away.
says D.
What was yours, Will?
Really, North Dakota? That's
D.
surprising me.
Ain't nobody lives up there. Only
I'm
Tazy.
being-
Wyoming.
Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
BMAX state.
Did anybody get that right?
I did. And it was a total guess on my part.
This one, I love this question. Who was the first American to know about Joseph Stalin's death? So you're going to ask the question, who was Joseph Stalin, right? Or do you
Tell
know?
me who died.
He was the leader of the Soviet Union.
He was a bad person. I know that name's
He
a
was
bad
the
person.
leader of the Soviet Union. Who was the first American to know that the leader of the Soviet Union died?
One who killed him.
Johnny Cash, Dwight Eisenhower, Frank Sinatra, or Elvis? Who was the first American to know about Joseph Stalin's death? Keith, I love the look on your face because you're like, really? These are the answers?
Yep.
Keith is like, it can't be that obvious.
Right? I know it's
'Cause
going to be
it's not
something
gonna be.
stupid.
It's a trick
but
question. It's a trick
okay.
question.
Do you think it's a trick question?
It's a trick question.
Yeah.
Erica's
That's why I
looking,
picked somebody
she's thinking,
random.
she's hoping it comes to her. What do we got? What do we
A
got?
B.
But Sinatra was very close in politics, though. That's the only reason why I
So
was
we got
leaning
a
towards
B.
him.
So
Christine says A. Heavy Metal says C. Andrea says B.
Erica,
It was probably
Erica, I got a D and a B in the studio.
someone performing
You're
over
gonna
there
be
when it
surprised.
happened.
Yeah.
No, you're all wrong. Now you're all wrong. Actually,
Elvis, really?
no.
Oh,
Cash.
Johnny
Cash, really?
Johnny Cash. So this was an interesting story. Johnny Cash worked. He was an airman in the Air Force,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
and he worked as a radio intercept person. And he
Oh,
overheard the message that
That's cool.
Stalin had
That's a cool
died.
story. I had no
That's
idea.
cool.
That was. I thought that was a
Interesting.
crazy question. I was
That
like, oh,
is.
that's insane. So I had to come up with Dwight Eisenhower, Sinatra, and Elvis. I was like, okay, this is gonna really throw.
this is really gonna mess with them. That's why I was like,
I
it
was
can't
first
be
going to
that
pick
easy.
Sinatra because he was so involved with
You would
politics.
think, right? And that's where I thought, okay, this is cool because everybody's going to think, all right, so these were people that might have been
Eisenhower
like,
or
that might have been
Sinatra.
like traveling within Russia
Right.
at the time or
Right.
something. Yeah. All right. So number 10,
Oh shit, we had this before.
how many presidents have been
He likes to do
assassinated?
this to us.
4, 2, 5, or 3. How many presidents, hit the music, have been assassinated?
Pew, pew, pew.
Oh, Erica is Googling that right now. I got a D, a D.
Christine says
Wendy,
A. Shit. I
Wendy
should
says
change
it's going to come to me. Wendy waits for Christine to come up.
Yeah, but I
with
thought
it.
the fourth one.
No, I don't even watch those because I just.
I
look
see
at
an
the-
A in the studio. 4, 3, 2, and an A from Erica. What do we got? Everybody answered in this out in internet world.
We got a A, an A, and a B.
4.
Who was the fourth?
Do you really know the first three?
Oh, I didn't go that far. It's Wednesday. It was the first Wednesday. We just did a show on Friday. Come on.
Come on, man. Come on.
All right. So, bonus question. Ironically, on what day did Lincoln establish the Secret Service? I just want verbal answers.
The day that ends with Y.
Tuesday.
The day before he was assassinated.
That's a good answer.
I don't know.
Go with his.
I'll say Wednesday.
The day before he was assassinated?
Huh?
You want to go with the day before he was assassinated? All right.
He didn't. It still exists.
No, when did he establish? So Lincoln
Not
established.
abolish, established.
Yes, yeah, he established. Yeah. When did he establish the Secret Service?
When did he make it?
Yeah, the day before he was assassinated.
Probably. That sounds like a good answer.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Look at Dan's got, Garfield, McKinley, Lincoln, and Kennedy.
Oh,
There's
good
your
job, because
four.
I asked who for, and I was like, I
Yep,
don't know.
there you go.
I'll say the morning that he was assassinated.
That's outstanding. That's exactly right.
Oh, really? Is it
He
the
did
day?
it the day he was assassinated.
Oh, wow.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
That is crazy.
I was like, I cannot make this a question, but that was still just the craziest fact that
crazy.
Yeah.
he established the Secret Service and got assassinated that night at the opera.
That's insane.
I'm listening to these guys and I'm like, listening to Keith's answer and I'm like, that's ironic, but not ironic enough for
Enough,
John.
right?
Not ironic enough for John.
All right, real quick, our current status.
really bad.
Energy crisis, inflation woes, the border, fentanyl, foreign policy sucks, crime, money laundering, who knows, social media and the federal government collusion. You seeing what Elon is still putting out there?
Good for him.
Oh, it's getting
Good
it's
for
getting
him.
crazy. They're up to number 11, I think, of the drops now,
files? Oh, nice.
and it's like, and it's come to the point now where I sit there and I just go,
He can do this all day long.
I don't need to read it anymore because it just turns your stomach.
Right.
Makes you
But I'm
angry.
sitting there and I'm going,
but what is
going back
happening
to what
from
Jim
this?
Jordan said, I can only hope that the House does some investigating and says, what the hell was going on?
Yeah, but
And,
again,
I mean,
what are we doing with it?
I've said this to
exactly
Wendy.
like Epstein.
Everybody
we'll just,
knows about it. Yeah, just
we'll just forget about
Well,
it.
I mean,
they were
there's-
just like pedophiling children. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's
I
no
mean,
big deal.
and I've said this to Wendy multiple times at home about, I recall movies where it fades out as, the movie ends because somebody is testifying in front of Congress as it's fading out. And you just assume that justice is going to be brought and
Right,
somebody's
right,
going to prison and blah,
That's our
blah,
life.
blah. And it's like, now it's like, wait, no, that should be in the middle of the story because you got to actually find out if they get off.
If it
or they
actually
don't.
happened, yeah.
So,
Interesting.
It's disgusting.
then the rest of it, strategic oil reserves, national debt, IRS agents, and $600 plus transactions can now be reported to the IRS. Granted, that's
Right.
been delayed for a year, but they could turn around and change that tomorrow.
Right.
Yep.
Weaponized DOJ, China, merchant death was released, and the U.S. House-backed GOP has control. We'll see what they can do anything about
See
it.
what they do.
Hold on. Merchant of Death was released, and the dumb bitch that we got back out of that deal has been named Arizona's Person of the Year.
Are you serious?
Oh,
Is she
what?
from
That's
Arizona?
that's because Katie Hobbs is governor now.
Is she from Arizona?
Well, she plays with the.
That hooker lives here?
You don't have a local hooker now?
Not yet.
Oh,
not yet.
that makes me so excited.
Oh, there you go. Next week's hooker.
She was declared Arizona's Person of the Year because
See if
she dominated the headlines.
Carrie Lake
Oh
got
my
in,
God.
that wouldn't happen.
Right? Exactly.
So I may or may not be on the show next week.
Uh-oh. Are you going to be hunting down a certain person?
I could be in jail for hunting down a certain person.
Right? Yeah.
And with my bail fund extremely low, I might actually have to do my time.
So, Arthur, if you haven't had this Woodford Reserve, now granted, this is Costco size. This is
We have it at the house. You want to come
this
on
is
over?
good stuff. But on the other hand,
Mm.
this
That was very good.
this
Double
dead
barrel
soldier
wine.
of the double oaked Woodford.
Woodford.
Oh my God, this is great stuff.
Thank you, Christine. We love you too.
Yeah, thank you, Christine.
Thank you for joining us, Christine, on a weeknight.
And thank you for all the newcomers that jumped on tonight for our new Wednesday show. It'll be Wednesday nights from now on, 7:00.
We'll be better next
We're
week
excited
because
about
we
it.
won't be all.
Same bat time, new bat
How's that
channel.
go? No, play the, you got. Does he have the president button? No, that
not-
one. That
not
one went to the white
I
side.
took that, I took that one to the west side. Yep.
That was my favorite.
I bet you're as bright as you're good looking.
Oh my!
It's gonna
I bet
change.
you're
It's gonna
in
change
bed as
every
you're
week
good
now.
looking. What did it say?
Oh, but you got to put in there. You got to put in there. America in 2 words.
Can't
Right?
Coming
No, the other one.
for you.
What were the 2 words?
for you.
Because what did he say? What were the 2 words when he said that? Made. Oh, that was made in America.
Made in America,
Made in America.
Yeah. You know the thing.
The
You know,
thing.
the thing.
You know, it's kind of like when the
That
bird,
border, you know,
when
the
the bird.
thing.
We should have known we were in trouble when the bird shit on.
Exactly.
All right.
All right, everybody. Have a great week. Thanks
for joining
It's going
us.
to be weird not being on Friday, but we'll get used to it.
Yeah, what are we gonna do on Friday?
We get the party now.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do on Friday?
I don't know. We'll figure
We're
it
gonna do a Zoom meeting just for fun.
Just for fun.
6 o'clock. Everybody's sitting there.
Hey, do you want to show your smoker video real quick? I put it up there.
Oh yeah,
yeah.
yeah. This is from last week, so we couldn't get it on the show fast enough.
Because we were not that technically inclined,
Well, and
and
we were
we've been
drinking.
drinking.
So, but this is from last week. I sent it to you if you wanted to show it. This is so. Go ahead and throw it up, Will. That is so cool. It smells so good. That is a double
So
smoke Delbach
Old
old
fashioned.
fashioned. Oh my god, they make the best.
So good.
And that was such
With
a
the
cool
little orange in
contraption.
it.
Yeah.
It's so good.
That was cool.
See, it's like a little treasure chest.
It is.
Yeah,
It's really
that is
good.
awesome.
All right, everybody. Have a great night. Thanks so much for joining
All right.
us. We'll see you
Peace.
guys next
Thank
week.
you.
Bye. Well, not John.
Not John.
Not John,
I
yeah.
might be remote.
I think
There
he
you
will
go. You'll be remote.
be. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Let's talk about our country, the red, white, and the blue. Let's stand up for glory, us patriots are true. We love America, the land of the free. We love America, our country God made.
Can't stop us. We're coming. We're coming for you.